Today's video is a continuation of the last beading pattern tutorial that I shared with us. For those that have not seen the first part, I'm going to try my best to link it on the screen. Please watch that video before watching this one. Now that I've said all of that, let's continue from where we stopped last time. This time we're going to be working on a particular beading pattern that I saw on a dress from House of Dover on Instagram. House of Dover is a Nigerian fashion designer that makes awesome outfits. I first of all heard about her from Dima Ome. I think Dima Ome made a particular Owambe dress with her, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this dress is so pretty. Who made it? And that was how I discovered her on Instagram. I'll leave her name on the screen just in case you want to go follow her on there and also get inspired. So I saw this beading pattern on a particular dress, that a bridal outfit. I believe I showed us that video, and I'll try and insert it at this point here as well. And I thought it looked incredibly fabulous, so I'm going to show us how to create that particular beading pattern. You need a marquise shaped cloth stone or flat bottom bead shaped like this. I also need some pearls. So the beading pattern just looks like a cross shape. I'm going to grab, for this portion, I'm just going to use a regular polyester thread. Depending on what you are doing, please use the appropriate type of thread. I'm not using a matching color of thread just because, again, this is a tutorial. When doing your own on an outfit, please use the appropriate color of thread. In the main video, it's the dress, I believe that dress, the fabric that was used on that dress is Mikado. For those that don't know what Mikado is, please go check out my fabric video. I have a video where I talked just about fabrics, their names, their textures, and all the important information. So that dress was Mikado. And for that beading pattern that was done all over the body of the dress, you first of all need to tack your cloth stone at the center, or your flat bottom bead, depending on what you are using. So that's exactly what I'm doing here, tacking. Once that is done, once that has been securely tacked, we are going to be bringing out our needle at the side like so. Then I'll pick up one single pearl, pass it through my fabric like so. Pick up another pearl, and then pass it through my fabric again like so. This fabric that I'm beading on is called felt, for those that might be curious. So something like this. If you want to extend yours, you can do up to 3 if that's the vibe you are going for. Please feel free. I'm just going to tack my stitch right here, just so this stays secure. Next up, I'm going to push my needle in all the way through. For you, you might want to just cut off your thread and knot it up again, but I don't mind this style that I'm doing. Bring it out here again, pick up one pearl, I dropped my microphone again. I hope my voice was still being captured. So basically, I passed one other pearl again through my fabric. This time I think I'm just going to pass my needle into the fabric like so, and then bring it out again at this side here. Pick up one pearl like so, another one. This beading pattern is pretty easy to create. Where the work is the fact that you have to create multiple of these all over the dress that you're making if you're trying to create something similar to what House of Dover made. Again, so basically you're just creating two beads all around this marquise to the right, to the left, up, down, basically. So I'm working on the bottom now. If I wanted to, I could also have passed my needle that way and not up. So this is what we have here. Imagine doing this all over a dress. It will look incredibly stunning. I'm just going to go ahead to just like finish up my stitch right here. This is what we have here. Incredibly stunning. Do this all over whatever it is they are trying to create, and the end result will look absolutely stunning. So that's it for this beading pattern. The next beading pattern that we're going to be working on is the one I saw on a particular dress made by Becca Needles and Stitch. That dress had the clustered beading pattern all over it, and I've done that video before. I've done that beading pattern before, so I'm not going to bore us with that entire process. What I'm going to show us now is how to create that whole like hoop-like beadwork that we have going on the chest area of the dress. And for that particular work, you need your copper wire or your heart wire. For me, I'm going to be using my copper wire in the size 0.90 millimeters. I'm just simply trying to bring it out. This is what it looks like right here. I've used this a couple of times on the channel. So you just basically, first of all, roll out the quantity of copper wire that you need. Again, because this is a tutorial, I'm not going to waste my copper wire. I'm not going to use too much. So let me just grab my plier and then cut out the quantity that I need. This plier, in my video about items required for fashion design or something, or items I can't do without, I can't remember the title of that video, I talked all about it. So it's something very useful in fashion design as well. So this is just a little quantity of copper wire that I have here, and for the sake of this video, I'm going to be using a similar color of bead to what we had in that particular video. I believe you guys must have seen what the outfit looked like. For the clustered beading pattern, I've done a tutorial on it on the channel, so go check it out if you want to learn how to do that. So I have these like golden, subtle golden brownish pearls. So to begin with, I'm going to first of all secure the edge of this my copper wire, and I have something called a stopper. Let me show us. This is what it looks like. This is what a single one looks like. So what I'm going to do basically is I'm going to pass it just through the tip of this my copper wire. Then I'm going to grab my plier and just press it down. As you can see, I'm using a silver stopper for a golden copper wire. It's not giving a great outlook, so if you don't want that whole weird look, get a silver stopper. Get a golden stopper for your Get a golden stopper for your golden copper wire. So the next thing you'll be doing is just passing your beads through. And you can use maybe some medium beads, some bigger beads, different sizes of beads basically, just to give the work a different vibe. If that's not the vibe you are going for too, you can use a matching size of beads. Just pass it through your copper wire all the way through. Just similar to what I'm doing here. Alright guys, so at this point here, I'm going to explain something to us. So if you want your beadwork through your copper wire, if you want it to just like stand basically on the dress, if you just want to tack it on the dress, what you would do is you will get another stopper, pass it through, and then secure your work right here, just so that this place doesn't move around, and then you can now decide where you want to tack this portion that is just like this onto your dress. And because it's copper wire, you can twist it around, make it into any shape, give it any vibe that you want it to have on the dress. Again, go to Becca Needles and Stitches page on Instagram and look at how she made her own dress, and see if it will get you inspired to know what you can do with your own work. Another thing is, if you want this your own, if you want it to just form like hoops, like so, what you will do is just adjust it and then twist around. If you're not going for that vibe, if you don't want your work to just be standing, or you want to do a combination of the standing and the hoop-like one, for the ones that you want to be hoops, you basically just find a way to just adjust them and then twist around the way you would typically do your wire work. For the hoop ones, I would suggest you use maybe like the 0.70 millimeters copper wire, just so that it's easy to twist around. Can we see what we have here? So I've created this hoop one. You create multiple of these, tack it onto your dress, and the dress will look incredibly stunning. Do you get? I hope you understand what I'm saying. But if you don't want it to be hoop like this, remember, get your stopper, place the stopper here, let it stand straight, put stopper on both ends of the copper wire, and then tack your work onto the dress or whatever it is they are trying to create. I hope we all get the gist of this video. I sincerely hope that we understand everything that I'm explaining, or we understood everything that I explained in this video. If we still have questions concerning anything that I might have done in this video, please do not hesitate to ask me down in the comment section. Okay, this is all about this. Remember what I said. If you want it to be straight like this, or you want to just make it into like some glamorous shape, maybe something like this, you just want it to stand like this on your dress, get a stopper, stop this edge, stop the beads at the edge here, the way we stopped this point here, and then tack it onto your dress. But if you want it to be a hoop, fold it over, twist it around, and then tack to your dress. I hope we all understood. Let me just give us like a recap of everything that we did in today's video. We talked about this wire work beading. We also did this House of Dover style of beading that was done on a bridal dress, and this was what we came up with. Finally, we did this bead work done by Vicky James on one of our dresses. I sincerely hope that we all enjoyed today's video. I hope we learned something new. I hope we got a tip. Again, if we have questions, please let's feel free to ask the questions down in the comment section. Please remember to also like this video, share with your friends and family members. Anybody that you think will like this kind of content, please share with them, and subscribe to the channel if you are yet to subscribe. Thank you guys so much again, and I can't wait to see you in another video or tutorial very, very soon. Bye.